Hey, Crystal here. Today we are looking at the Summer Diamonds hat. And this is a summer beanie that is made with a beautiful cotton yarn from Berroco, modern cotton DK. This is a Pima cotton and rayon mix, 60-40 blend. This hat is inspired from a family member who went through chemo treatment and needed a hat, but she's also a gardener, so she liked to spend time in the sun over the summer gardening and spending time outside. Well, when your head needs protection, a summer hat is an essential. So I made this beanie in a cotton yarn, and it's a DK weight yarn number 3. It's in women's size. It'll stretch a little to fit about 22-inch size head down to 19-inch circumference head. So teen to medium adult. And this is a simple double crochet beanie. We will use double crochet stitches for the whole thing. The diamond pattern is also in double crochet. We're just using simple color changes to do it. And you can carry the yarn through and roll out bobbins of each blue color for the diamond sections, and that helps to control the craziness of color changing. But I carried the green through and across, so if you stretch it you can look and see a little bit of it. That doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, you can cut the yarn after each one and just do bobbins of blue and green, so you pick it up row to row and drop it, pick it up, pick up the blue, drop the blue, pick up the green, drop the green, pick up the blue, like that. So I'll show you all in the detailed video. And that's about it. It's super simple. We use a size D 3.25 crochet hook for this. Let me double check my pattern here. Yes, 3.25 US size D hook, or the hook you need to get gauge. So the rounds 1 through 2 across, if you measure across the circle when we're working it up, is 1.75 inches. If you're a little bit over or under, you're probably okay. If you're more than 1/4 inch, it's going to start adding up with each row, so you'll want to go up or down a size, a hook size. And rounds 1 through 5 will measure 4 inches across the circle. And I've got a video on how to check and adjust gauge, so I can link that up in the description for you if you need more help on that. So I think that's about it. Let's get started. Okay, the materials for the Summer Diamonds hat are Berroco Modern Cotton DK yarn, a number 3 lightweight yarn. For this hat, I'm using the Elms, the green, the gray-green color, and Hope, the dark navy blue. You'll want 125 yards of the main color, color A, and about 30 yards of the second color, color B, in this case the dark blue for the diamond pattern and the trim. I'm using a 3.25 millimeter US size D hook. Other notions you'll need are like your yarn needle, measuring tape, scissors. The diamond pattern is worked over a stitch multiple of 12. So if you need to make any modifications and you follow the hat pattern rounds, if you leave off a round, you can still work this pattern following the diamond motif. If you add a round and increase by 12 stitches, then you can also continue to work it. Okay, I'm starting with color A here, and we'll begin with a magic circle. And in the magic circle, we are going to place 12 double crochets. Once I have my 12 double crochets, I can pull the yarn tail to slide the magic circle closed. So this hat pattern is worked in the round, and we will join with a slip stitch at the end of each round and continue working in that same direction. I will use a chain 3 alternative to start each round as opposed to a chain 3. I'll demonstrate that here as well as link up a video tutorial for you. After my chain 3 alternative, go back into the same stitch and place a second double crochet. Then double crochet in the next stitch 2 times and keep repeating that around, 2 double crochets in each stitch. When I get here to the end, I'm going to place 2 more double crochets in the last stitch. It really helps to mark your first stitch if you're new to crocheting in the round, so you don't get confused with your slip stitches and your last or first stitches. Join with your slip stitch and we're ready to start round 3. I start with my chain 3 alternative. Then I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch 2 times. One double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the following stitch. And that's my repeat around. Here I am at the end of round 3. Need to place 2 double crochets in the last stitch and then join my round. For round 4, I start with my chain 3 alternative, double crochet in the next stitch, then 2 double crochets in the following stitch. Then my repeat begins. 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, 2 double crochets in the following stitch. Here I've already started on the following round with my chain 3 alternative, 1 double crochet in the next, 1 in the next, and then 2 double crochets in the following. So we'll start our repeat of 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and then the next stitch we're going to place 2 double crochets, and that will be your repeat around. 1 double crochet in 3 and then 2 double crochets in the next. Here we are at the end of this round. We're going to place our 2 double crochets in the last stitch and then slip stitch to join. We'll start round 6 with our chain 3 alternative. Then we'll place 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, so we should have 4 stitches. Then we'll place 2 double crochets in the following stitch. Now we'll repeat. 4 stitches get 1 double crochet and 1 stitch gets 2 double crochets. Okay, you can see here we are almost at 5 inches, about 4.5, 475. And for the next round, we are going to do our chain 3 alternative to start, and then 4 more double crochets, 1 in each stitch, before we do our increase of 2 double crochets. So your repeat will be 5 stitches with 1 double crochet and then increase in the following stitch with 2 double crochets. Okay, for our next round, we'll start with our chain 3 alternative, which counts as our first double crochet. And then we are going to place 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Then we'll place 2 double crochets in the following. So our repeat around will be 6 stitches that get 1 double crochet, and then our increased stitch of 2 double crochets. Okay, now once your circle measures about 6 inches, 6.5 inches across, you are good to go. No more increases needed for this size hat. You can add another round if you need to of increases, just move your increase over by 1 stitch. From here on out, we are just going to place a double crochet in each stitch around. And join with a slip stitch and then continue and do it again. We're going to repeat that 1 round for about till you have 15 rounds, so that's 6 more rounds. And your hat is 5.5 inches tall. If you need to add or take away rounds to get that height, the last 2.5 inches is going to be for the diamond pattern. So our finished hat height will be 8 inches tall. Okay, so we're on round 16 and we're going to start in color A, the green, the same color, and we'll start with our chain 3 alternative and then double crochet in the next 4 stitches. Okay, here on my 4th double crochet, I'm going to stop before my last yarn over and pull through, and I'm going to change to color B. I'm going to pull the blue through, and then I am going to work 2 double crochets in the blue color, working over my tails here just to trap them. And on this next one, I'm going to stop before my last yarn over, drop the blue to the back, pick up the green, and pull that through. Then I am ready to work my next 10 stitches in the green. I'm not working over the blue, it's back there, so when I come back around I can pick it up and use it for the next round. Okay, so my repeat around for this round starts here. On my 10th stitch, I'm going to stop before my last yarn over and change to color B, then double crochet in the next 2 stitches, change to color A, double crochet in the next 10 stitches. And I'll do it the same way I just showed you. We're going to repeat that around until we have 7 stitches left. Okay, I'm at the end of my round here. I have one more repeat of color changes to do. You can see I've rolled out all of my little balls for each diamond pattern there. And I'm just pulling through for my last color change here. Okay, so now I'm changing to the green, and I am going to double crochet in the last 5 stitches and then join with a slip stitch. Okay, we're starting round 17 with color A. We'll begin with our chain 3 alternative and double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Stop on the last yarn over for the second stitch and change to color B. We're going to have to pull color B across the back and just float the yarn there, so you want to make sure there's plenty of looseness there so that it stretches. And then work the next 6 stitches with double crochets in blue. Again, I am going to work over my green. If you prefer to cut the green and rejoin the yarn after each blue section, you can do it that way as well. Okay, so here's where our repeat starts. We're going to change back to color A, our green, and work double crochets in the next 6 stitches. Then we'll change to color B, the blue, and double crochet in the following 6 stitches. And we'll repeat those 12 around until there are 3 stitches left. Okay, then it's time to change back and keep repeating 6 green, 6 blue until there are 3 stitches left in the round. Okay, I'm at the end of round 17 here, so I'm going to change back to color A and double crochet in the last 3 stitches. And slip stitch to the first stitch to join the round. Okay, so we're ready to move on to round 18. We will continue in color A. We'll start with our chain 3 or alternative. I'm going to stop right before my last yarn over here, drop color A, and pick up my color B. Pull it across again, making sure there's plenty of loose tension there. Tighten everything up just a bit. And then we are going to double crochet in the next 10 stitches with color B. Okay, here on my last stitch, it's time to change colors. And this is my repeat for round 18. Change to color A and double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then change back to color B and double crochet in the next 10 stitches. Just repeat that around. For this repeat, you're just going to stop with 1 stitch left before the end of the round. Okay, when I have 1 stitch left, I'm going to change to color A and double crochet in that last stitch, slip stitch to my chain 3 alternative to join the round, and we are ready to move on to round 19. We'll start with color A, and we will start with the chain 3 alternative, double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then we'll be ready to change to color B and double crochet in the next 6 stitches. On this round we are decreasing our diamond pattern, so round 19 is the same as round 17 as far as stitch counts go. In that 6th stitch, I will stop before the last yarn over and pull through my green, and then continue with green for this one in 6 more stitches, and that's my repeat around. 6 stitches in blue, 6 stitches in green. I'll repeat that around until I have 3 stitches left. All right, at the end of round 19, we'll have 3 stitches left, and it's time to change to color A and double crochet in those last 3 stitches. And we'll join with a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 alternative. And then we have one more round in our diamond pattern. So we'll start with our chain 3 and double crochet in the next 4 stitches. We're still working in our color A green color here. Then it's time to change to color B and then double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then we'll change back to color A and double crochet in the next 10 stitches. So round 20 is just like the first round we did in the diamond motif, round 16. That will be our repeat around. 2 in color B, 10 in color A, and we'll stop at 7 stitches left in the round. Then it'll be time to change to color B, double crochet in the next 2 stitches, change back to color A and double crochet in those last 5 stitches. Join the slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, Okay, we're done with our motif, so now we are on round 21, and with color A you're just going to chain 3 and double crochet in each stitch around. Join your round with a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. At the end of round 21 we are going to cut our yarn and join color B so that we can do a contrast round for the brim, and we'll just do a double crochet around in this color as well. So join with the slip knot here in this first stitch where we do our chain 3 alternatives, and I am using my slip knot there as part of my chain 3 alternative. I'm going to work over my green tail to trap it in place for now. I'll go back and weave in all my ends at the end. So in my blue I'm just going to double crochet around in each stitch and then join with the slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. If you need or want a single crochet round after that, you can do that as well. You just do a chain 1 and then single crochet in each stitch around. Here I'm at the end of the round 22, joining with the slip stitch here, and then I'm just going to pull that out, and my hat is all finished. Just have those ends to weave in. If you need help with weaving in ends, I'll link up a tutorial for that as well.